Hi, welcome back to the podcast School of Love, where we want to help you create parent child relationships where you can talk about anything. In this episode, I am interviewing Rashida Shakir, a devoted mother of three. She is also a passionate blogger on the topics of parenting and awareness for children's sexual abuse. So, in this episode, we talk about how this topic is perceived in her culture and how parents can start this when they have absolutely no background of it. And ultimately, I just really wanted to reach out to Rashida because we share a common goal, which is protecting our kids through having open, honest conversations. So I hope you enjoy this episode and you can come see how Rashida has been doing this herself and been helping thousands of other parents to do so as well. So welcome back, everybody, to this podcast. Today I am here with Rashida Shakir. Thanks so much for coming, Rashida.
Thank you, Amelia, for having me.
And so where do you live right now? Where are you from?
I'm from Indore, India.
Mm-hmm. I
Yes,
see.
and
How's
mom. I'm a mom of three kids. I have a 11-year-old son and twin daughters of 6 years.
twin daughters? Wow,
Yes.
that's nice. Yeah, I was surprised by the time difference. I didn't know that there's also a half hour time difference.
Okay. What is time at your place?
6:40 now. So I
Oh,
think, yeah, 6:30 in the morning. And then for you, it was about 11 o'clock,
yes,
I
it's
think.
11 o'clock here.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
So it's too
midday.
early for you, I guess.
It's not too bad. I mean, I usually do wake up at this time, but I had to ask
Okay.
my husband to wake up earlier to make sure the kids get to
Yes,
school.
yes.
And so are you a full-time mom or are you also working alongside motherhood?
I'm working as a blogger. I'm
Hmm.
a full-time mom. In morning
Okay.
when my kids are at school, I do my work of blogging, and after that, I'm a full-time mom.
I see. Okay. Yeah, I found your channel because I just started working myself also
Okay,
in this area of,
right.
yeah, starting these conversations about sexuality with our children.
Yes, yes.
And then your blogs, your Instagram account was then so attractive to me because I felt like a lot of our messages were the same.
Hmm.
And I'm I'm curious how you started this blogging.
First, I started this blogging around 5 years back. First, I didn't started talking about this topic. I started generally in the parenting. And then when my daughters turned 3 years, first, before with my son, I used to talk about the private parts. I always used to encourage him that use the real name of private parts and not nicknames. But when my daughters were born, I felt that I got more aware and conscious about these things because the most of the time the girls are the victim of sexual abuse, and I had two daughters, so I became very much aware and about these things, that no, I have to educate about my daughters about it. I want to make them aware of aware of these things. So when they turned 3 years old, I started talking with them about safe touch, unsafe touch. I started talking with them about secrets, difference between secrets and surprises. We don't we don't keep secrets. Talking about tricky peoples, how we can understand which people are good and which people are not good. So I started talking with them, and at the same time, I shared this thing on my page, and that's how this journey started.
I see. Yeah,
Yes,
that's really great. You shared it on a wider platform.
yes,
This problem of sexual abuse is present all over the world,
it's all over
unfortunately.
the world. And not only girls, boys are also very much suffering from this. So at the same time, I started educating about my boy also about this, because educating the girl, only girls, is not enough. We have to educate everyone, no matter what the gender is. It's very much important, and I think it's a high time we should talk about this, because right now we are living in a digital world where anything or everything is just a click away. So
Yeah.
it has become more important to talk about it with our kids.
Yes.
Yes.
How is that seen in your where you live in your culture? Because I know every country has different feelings about talking about sexual organs or
Yes.
sexuality in general, many cultures invent nicknames. You said in India you have nicknames, in English
Yes.
there are nicknames. I live in Germany, there are nicknames. So there's just this general sort of, I guess I call it inherited shame around those body
Mhm.
parts that we need to break away from.
Yes, great.
So yeah, how is that seen in your culture? Like when you
I
also
think
started blogging?
in India, it is still seen as a big taboo. It is still a taboo here. People don't want to talk about it because they consider it as a like shameful talk. It's against the family honor to talk about this thing. Even some people think that it is shameful to take the real name of private parts. It's like, how can you talk like that? How can you take this name in front of elders and like that? So it's very much taboo here. Slowly, gradually, things are changing. But the thing is that these things are so deeply ingrained in the minds that it's not. We can't change things like that in just few days. Take times, persistence, and the more we talk about it, the more people will get aware about it. Like we can talk about us only. Like I don't know about you, but I hadn't had these talks with my parents in my childhood. It was not a thing that we used to talk about, but things changed. Now we are more aware about it. We want to talk about it with our kids. And just in the same way, our elders or the people, other people will also get aware about it with time. But still, I think because of the digital world, people have become more aware that things has changed, especially the Me Too movement that had happened on social media few years back, that encouraged many people to come forward and share their stories. Many survivors shared their stories. So that was also a thing that changed the mindset of people, that yes, it is not only us, there are many people around here who have been through sexual abuse. So that thing was also, I think, a very big step which changed the mindset of people. And now the people wants to talk more about it, but still there is a still a long way to go, I think. There's still a long way to go, but with persistence and we can change the things. I hope so.
I commend your bravery because I know it's not easy to be the one to change it and also on such a wide platform. Have you ever come across people kind of strongly disagreeing with what you're saying?
Not many. In fact, the first time when I shared a post about child sexual abuse, that how I am starting to talk about this with my kids, the very first post, I got a quite lot comments and DMs, that people saying that it's really nice topic that you have shared, that you have took a stand. Like people don't know. It's like the people are very much unaware of these things. They know that these things are happening, but that they don't know how to initiate the talk about this, how to talk with this about. So they share their stories. They talk that I also want to talk with about this with my kids, but I don't know how to start. I don't know how my kids will take this. So more of disagreement I got, like encouragement, that please share more about it. We want to know more about it. We want to know how we can talk these things with our kids. So not a lot of disagreement I got, but in fact I got more encouragement. Yes, there are few peoples who says that don't talk about these things. I am very shameful to say that many of them are from our own families. They think, because the thing is they don't know us personally, so they feel like, oh, how she can talk these things on such a wide platform where our account is public, everyone is watching us, everyone is knowing about us. If you have seen a reel, there's a reel on my page where I talk about the stages of boys puberty. That reel got quite viral. In that comment section, you will say that people are saying like very weird things, very shameful things. You are a woman and you talk to a boy like this. You discuss such things with your boys, and people are questioning that how you can talk to a boy being a girl about these things. So there are things that you got disagreements, but if you know you have to do this, then you have to do this. You have to accept that it's a public platform. Many times more people will agree with you, and many times more people will disagree with you, but I know what I am doing. I know I'm doing the right thing, so these things doesn't bother me. The first used to bother me, but now it doesn't bother me. I know what I'm doing, and I know I'm doing this for my kids, and I want to help people, other people also. In fact, sometimes I get Advice is good advice from people also. It's not, it's thing, we don't always know everything, right? Sometimes we share things so we get to know new things also. So it's a mutual relationship with my followers. Sometimes I tell them things, sometimes they tell me new things. So it's a good thing, and I love what I do.
Yeah, that's so great. One thing you said is like you grew up differently. I also grew up differently. These
Yes, yes.
conversations didn't happen. How did you grow that and become so confident in being able to, like, this is important to talk to my kids about? Was there a point of awareness or, yeah?
Yes, as I said, when my daughters were born, that was the point time for me
Hmm.
when I said to myself that no, I have to do this for my kids. I was a very, very underconfident person, very low self esteem I had in my childhood due to many reasons, many things. I too had been through a sexual abuse. So there are many things which has made my self esteem very low. I people grow. So I think I grow with the time. I accepted the things. I didn't care about what other people think of me. And when my daughters were born, so as I said, I got more aware of these things. I talked to myself that I will try my best to not let go through my girls, which I have been through. I will make them learn everything. I will make them learn self defense with time, of course. I will make them know everything. The most important thing that we need to teach our kids is that raise their voice. Raise their voice. If they feel something is wrong, then talk about it, no matter who they are in front of. It's upon us also. Sometimes we say, no, I am saying, I am your mother, I am saying this, then you have to do this. So what the kids think that no, they are elders, they are saying, then it must be right. Many times they don't speak their heart out, so it's important to listen to them. So these things I'm developing in my kids, I'm making them aware of things, and that thing is also with time it's making me more confident to talk more, and because I can see the difference in my kids that they don't get hesitate if they want to say something. So it's really a good thing, they trust their instincts. So when I see the progress in them, I get more and more confident. I feel more confident to talk about it. I sometimes I get disagreements also, but then I know if my child is getting the benefits from this, then I think it's a good thing to do. And everyone parenting is different. I so people may not disagree with my style of parenting, but if my child is getting benefit from it, then I am good with it.
That's great. It's a great way to, great
Yes.
guide to go for. And going back to, you mentioned talking to your son about puberty. I really love that. I also saw on another channel that I was following that a mom, like, really, she was homeschooling her kids, and one homeschool lesson was menstruation. And
Yes.
I thought, how great is that to just tell them? I mean, it's also science, and also it helps them just to understand women better, especially when they get married in the future. I'm sure their wives will be so grateful when they're just more understanding about this kind of thing, as well as talking even to our own girls about puberty. Um, yeah, I mean, I think so many of us, we were off to fend for ourselves when we went through puberty. And
Yes.
the question, like, we can ask ourselves now, why? Like, why would I do that to my daughter when I can actually be there for her? I can help her, let her know what's coming and what to do when it's coming. Yeah, we don't need to leave them alone with this.
Yes. Yes. We don't
And
need to do that.
and the same with our sons. I mean, it's
Yes.
great if their dads are ready. I think it's
Yes,
great if,
it's really great if fathers take involvement in this, because something boys doesn't want to talk with their mothers. Some things there are things which they are more comfortable if their father talk with them. So it's really important for fathers also to take the equal involvement in this. And it would be really great, I think, if it is father who initiate the talk of puberty with boys, then it will help them more understand about it, because they are the one who have been through it. So
yeah.
yes, so it would be really, really great if they share their experience with their son.
Yeah, we were watching one film once, and
Yes.
there was a scene that I forget exactly what, but there was something with a boy, and it had to do with puberty. And I was trying to explain it, but I had to turn to my husband for help because
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really know what it's like. And so, yeah, it's great when your husband or a
Yes,
man
it's
in your
great.
child's life really feels comfortable to talk about that too.
Hmm. Right.
Yeah. And so I saw some posts of yours. They're also about talking about where do babies come from. Do you also talk about this a lot, like sexual intimacy and more like that, the internal side? Like it's not just,
Pornography, yes.
yeah. And do you warn
No,
them?
talking about my daughters, they are too small for this right now. So, but I tell them that there are a few kind of videos on phone, on TV, where you can see people in nude without clothes. And they might be doing things which we should do in private. So what you do is you come to me, you tell me that it's not your mistake. First of all, we need to tell them that it's not your mistake if such kind of videos suddenly pop up. It's not your mistake, but if you been exposed to it, tell me. I will let you know that these things are wrong. First of all, close that video and then come to tell me. So I talk to my daughters about this like this. I have not used the word pornography with them. It's a too heavy word as per their age. So I've just tell them that there are such kind of videos which are not good for us. And about my son, yes, I talk him with about pornography. I tell him that these are the wrong way to understand about the sexual world, understand about the sexual intimacy, because he's in age where many of his friends have personal mobile phone. So, and he go to his friend's house for study, for playtime. So it might be possible that he get exposed to it, and I can't spy him all the time. So it's very important to educate him about it so that he can know what is right and what is wrong, what to watch and what to not. And also I make sure that I keep the gate of this conversation open between me and him, so that if anything such happen, he can share with me without any fear of judgment. So it's very important to make that conversation line always open, to make them feel comfortable to share anything with us. So yes, with my son, I talk a lot about it, about sexual intimacy, about pornography. He knows very thing, because I tell him that if you have any question, ask me before asking Google or before asking your friend. Ask me. If I will I It's not possible to have all the answers all the time. If I will not have the answer, I will tell you. I will take your time. I tell him that give me some time. I will come with you with a better answer so that you understand more about it. So then I research about that topic, that how I make this understand with my kid. Then I get back to him with the answer. I never swept any topic under the rug. Okay, no, we can't talk about this, because I know if I will not answer, he will go and ask the Google. It's a very easy access, right? In kids have Our kids have nowadays. So I don't want him to ask the Google, because Google may have the right answer, but it may not have the right way to make them understand. So it's better he ask me before asking Google. That's why I talk with him about everything. If he ask me, I give him the answer.
You said keeping this line open for conversation. How do you do that?
It's a very simple trick, that when your kids come to you to tell something, to share something, never ever give the immediate response. Like it may be something that may shock you. It may be something that may trigger you or make you angry, but don't ever show it on your face, or that how can you do that, how can these things happen, how can you do this without my permission. Never ever give the immediate response, because that response will tell them that they did the wrong thing by sharing this thing with you, because they see that my mom got angry on this. It would have been better if I hadn't shared this with her. So never give the immediate response. Listen to them. Okay, okay, this thing happened. Okay, later words, discuss with them whatever you have to tell them, that they have done. If they have done the right thing, wrong thing, tell them. Whatever you have to do a little bit later. Don't give the immediate response. Sometimes they just have want to make their heart light by sharing this with you. Sometimes they just want to vent out. So listen to them calmly, without any judgment. Without any judgment, listen to them. This is the very first thing that will keep the conversation line always open, because they will know that yes, my parents are my safe place. I can go and tell them. They should always feel like if they have done something wrong, it shouldn't be in their mind that, oh, if I will share this with my parent, they will kill me. It shouldn't be in their mind. In their mind it should be that yes, I have done something wrong. I will go and tell my parents. They will surely help me in sorting this out. We have to ingrain this kind of mentality in their mind. So listen to them without any judgment. This is the very simple trick. Without any judgment, hear them out and later give them solution whatever you want to give. So this will help you very much in keeping the line of conversation always open.
I totally agree. I just think that it does take training. I don't know if you agree as well, but it takes practice to
Yes,
do
it
that.
takes practice. I totally agree. I have experience of 11 years now. So yes, I was not like this from very starting. Gradually I learned things. I understand the things that no, this way it's not going good. So I have to change it. So it's yes, with your elder one, you learn the experiences very much, which you then apply with your younger one. So yes, it's come with experience and practice. I very much agree with it.
And also, so maybe for an example, if a parent sees your blog and then maybe they think, wow, that's really great content. I agree. I need to start, using real names for body parts. I want to talk to my kids about puberty and where babies come from. But what do they do if they just feel so maybe overwhelmed from past experience, or yeah, they just don't know where to start, or there's just still maybe so much shame about
Yes.
saying these words. Do you know yeah, of any success stories of parents that were like that and they could change, or do you have any advice for parents who just feel very overwhelmed with all of this and don't know what to do, how to move on?
Yes, it can be very difficult to start this talks with kids. So whenever any parents ask me that I don't know how to start this, I tell them if you are unable to talk, take the help of books. There are many books out there which can help you in initiating at least you will get the, that link to initiate the conversation. You share the book with them, read with them, then the conversation will begin, then they will ask you question, then you answer it. That's how the conversation begins. If you are unable to initiate the talk, take the help of books. Books really help in making things easy, because they have pictures, they have the better explanation, easy explanations of things. So books help in it very much. So I always tell them that take the help of books, it will help you. And talking about the private parts, don't make it easy talk. Like when you are making your kid bath, if they are small, you are making them bath, use these words that uh, wash this part your properly, wash this part of yours properly, don't let anyone touch your this part, this is your part only, only your mama can touch you. So make these talks easy. It shouldn't be like, come sit with me, I want to talk about some things. No, it shouldn't be in this way, because kids will not listen in this way. They will take it as a laughing content that cares. They will not get serious. So make it easy talk in a day to day talk. Just like we talk about kitchen safety, we talk about road safety. Whenever they go out, we tell them, take care of this, look right and left when you cross the road. We give them instructions, right? So in this way, make it easy talks. It shouldn't be like, "Hey, come and sit with me, I want to talk with you about very important thing." No, it shouldn't be like that. It should be an easy talk. So take the help of books if you are uncomfortable in beginning this conversation. Books will really help you. There are many, I think 3 to 4 reels on my page where I've shared about books. So they can take help from that, and they can even ask me, which I will surely help.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, I agree. Books are such a great conversation
Yes.
starter. They give you the words that you don't have yet.
Yeah, exactly.
They start the conversation for you, really. Thank you so much. I'm just so happy that you started this and you're giving so many good so much good advice to parents and giving them courage to start this, because I feel this is coming up now a lot more and we're
Yes.
thinking about it more, but a lot of us just don't know where to start.
Yes, that's the most difficult thing that parents face, that they don't know how to start and where to start.
Right. But
Yes.
yeah, I think we're recognizing the importance of it, however. So,
Yes, with time things are changing. It will take time and persistence, but yes, things are changing. Thanks to social media also, we have more access to informations now. So yes, it helps us to ease the things.
and yeah, connect us throughout the world in different
Yes, connect us
places.
around the world.
Also,
Exactly.
yeah, I was really grateful to find you. And yeah, I just want to ask one more thing because, yeah, you said you talked to your son about being careful for pornography and, yeah, a lot of these things that we need to be careful for. Do you also talk about, yeah, healthy sexuality? Like, what's healthy in a relationship? I mean, of course, I'm really sure your children also see from mom and dad that's an example like, oh, that's a good relationship, and that's what I want for my future. Is that also
Yes.
part of your conversation?
No, I think I talk the things of age appropriately. So right now I have not initiated the conversation with about him about healthy sexual relationship. He is 11 years old. So I think he will turn 14 or 15. Then I will talk with him about the healthy sexual relationship. I talk with him about healthy relationship, that who are the right person for us. They see us, me and my husband. So I think sometimes kids learn through what they see. So yes, me and my husband make sure that we maintain a good relationship in front of them. Yes, we sometimes we fight also, which happens obviously, and sometimes in front of them also, but we make sure that we apologize also in front of them, so they understand that what a good relationship looks like. But talking about healthy sexual relationship, no, I haven't initiated that conversation yet. I think I will take 2 3 years or more to go there on that topic. For now, have not yet reached there. I think it's important to talk with kids age appropriately. The things that they could, digest, they could take.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I mean,
Yes.
what I mean is more in which context would a healthy sexual relationship take place? But yeah, I mean, every conversation has its time.
Yes, right.
I just found that, like, I always want to tell my kids, what to be careful of. But at the same time, I do tell them, sex is a good thing. It is
Yes.
a good thing that, makes it's how we have a family and how a husband and wife connect with each other, but also within healthy boundaries and that it's for adults, right? It's
Yes,
not
right.
meant for children. Yeah.
Right. Yes, I got the questions of from him that how it happens, like what the sexual relationships are. But I tell him that these are the things that happen between adults. After 18 you cross, then these things happen. These things help to make the baby. The same you just said, I had told him the same thing, that this is the way we make babies. But these are not for just to make the babies, we do it to make love also. But these are the things that happen between adults. I have not gone in details, but I've told him that these things happen between adults.
That's really good to emphasize. I'm just happy about this kind of dynamic that we can invite our kids to have these
Right.
kinds of conversations. And yeah, maybe they're not interested or they don't need to know about
Yes.
details about
Yes.
sexuality, but just that this, like you said, this line is open. And also in the future, when even they're married and, there's still struggles afterwards, that this line still can be open if they need
Yes.
support.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you so much, Rashida. I wish you so much success to
Thank you so much,
continue.
Amelia. You are doing a great work. I hope you
Yeah.
get more and more success in this.
Yeah. For you, the same. I hope
Yes.
we can meet in person sometime.
Yes, sure. Can I know where you live?
I live in Germany.
Okay.
between Munich and Nuremberg. We're in a small town, just 2,000 people live in this town.
Okay.
Yeah, but we really love it.
I sure I would love it also because I love slow life. I don't like much noise and population. I'm sure you must be enjoying this that place.
Yeah, nature and slower life, cleaner streets, and
Right.
yeah.
Okay. Yes, I hope
Yeah,
we meet someday.
yeah, for sure. And then our kids can also get to know each other. Yeah, take care. All the best.
Okay, Amelia. Thank you for having me. Take care.
Spread the word and stay connected through YouTube, Instagram, WhatsApp, Facebook, and our newsletter, which you can subscribe to on our website, schooloflove.org. Really hope to hear from you.